Channel 11, WBAC, Boylston.
Good evening and welcome to high school basketball on WBAC TV. Tonight, the Tahanto Regional Stags taking on the Bromfield Trojans. And Tahanto coming into this game with a 6-4 overall record, 3-1 in the league. And Bromfield at 7-2 overall, 4-0 in the league. Peter MacLeod along with John Hersey, William MacLeod, Tom Matriska, our producer, starting out. Dave Humphrey will be taking over later, and Tom will go to one of the cameras. But we have a full crew here from WBAC TV in Boylston. Here's the introductions of the Bromfield team. Starting at number 11, we have a little funny number here. Number 11 is Jim Petrossi. Number 12, Dan Noonan. Dan averaging 14.9 points a game. Number 20 tonight will be Dan O'Neill. He's a 6'4" senior. And number 23 is Matt Starley, a 6'5" senior, and he'll be the center tonight for Bromfield. Bromfield Trojans once again 7-2, 4-0, coached by Scott Hoffman. Here come the Tahanto Stags now, starting out 21, Chris Fournier, the freshman. And here comes Mark Larson, a senior. Here's Jay Noel, averaging 25.1 points a game. He's the center, a junior. Adam Brissett had 19 points against Bromfield when these two teams met the first time. He's wearing number 24 tonight. And finally, Eric Hofsis will be starting at center. Eric at 6'4", a junior. We'll have our national anthem right now from the Tahanto High School gym on WBAC TV. For action here. Pete MacLeod, John Hersey, William MacLeod, Tom Matriska, Dave Humphrey, the crew from WBAC TV in Boylston. This game for first place in the Midwatch D League. Bromfield with a 4-0 league record. Tahanto coming in 3-1. Their only loss was to Bromfield, losing earlier in the year 68-60 up in Harvard. And this should be a good one. Once again, that starting lineup for Bromfield: Chris Kalegi, Dan Noonan, Dan O'Neill, Jim Petrossi, and Matt Storley. And some excellent players on that Bromfield team. 3 of the starting 5 are in the top 10 scorers in the Midwatch D League as of this morning. If you looked at the Telegram and Gazette this morning, you noted that. Starting at center will be Matt Storley, jumping against Jay Noel. Won by Noel over to Hofsis, and Hofsis very quickly to the freshman Fournier. Fournier, the quarterback on this team, cross-court pass to Adam Brissett. Brissett being guarded closely by Petrossi. Petrossi, an excellent defender. He passes over on the right side now to Fournier, into Jay Noel, puts up a jumper around the rim out. Rebound is put up there. Sean Dunleavy, and in. Nice play by Dunleavy to put Tahanto up 2-0 here early. 15:34 to go first half. On the right side now, it goes over quickly to Chris Kalegi. Kalegi with it now into the corner. It goes to Matt Storley. Puts up a jumper, no good. Rebound, Petrossi is in. Jim Petrossi with the first 2 for Bromfield. It's all tied up at 2-2. And bringing the ball up now is Fournier. And Fournier quickly back over to Dunleavy. Dunleavy throwing, and it's broken up. The pass is broken up, and there'll be a foul call. I think the foul is going to go against Eric Hofsis. No, it'll be against Storley, his first of the game. So Storley has one personal on him, and the ball put in from the side. And back it goes to Dunleavy. Sean with it, right-handed dribble. Try to drive right down the lane. The ball lost, puts up the shot. It's no good. The rebound fought for. Hofsis puts it up. That's no good. Rebound still fought for. Falling down is Noel. He got knocked down by Storley, but no call. And the ball comes up quickly now for Bromfield. With it is Dan Noonan. Noonan cross-court pass to Petrossi. Petrossi drives right in the lane, puts up a short jumper. Partially blocked by Jay Noel. Petrossi, his own rebound, hits the side of the backboard. Ball put up and fought for. Adam Brissett chases it down. And they're going to say Bromfield's ball. Good hustle by Brissett. But the ball remains in the hands of Bromfield. While up top now it goes to Kalegi. There's a jump shot from the side. Put up, no good. Rebound fought for. Petrossi puts it up. That's no good. Rebound finally grabbed by Chris Fournier. And Fournier bringing the ball up for the Tahanto Stags. With it now is Hofsis on the corner to Fournier. Fournier with a jump shot that's good to put Tahanto up 4-2. So Chris Fournier on the board with 2 points. And with it now for Bromfield is Kalegi. Kalegi over on the right side. Petrossi, they try to get it underneath into Storley, and he loses it. Picked up by Chris Fournier. Fournier passing quickly, trying to get it up over the timeline. Can't do it, but it'll remain in the hands of Tahanto. 25-second clock. That's what they'll have to take a shot. All right, breaking the press nicely now for Tahanto. Nice ball movement by Tahanto, breaking that press, keying over the line. Here's Hofsis at the top of the key. Back it goes to the right side now with a Fournier. Fournier with it. Fournier being guarded by Kalegi. To Hofsis, to Jay Noel. Jay trying to move. The ball knocked out of his hand by Noonan. Puts it up anyway. No good. And Dan Noonan with some good defense. So Bromfield grabs the rebound. He's got the ball. Switching his hands now on the double. He goes right down the lane. He's going to be fouled by Jay Noel. So Jay picks up his first foul now of the night. Tahanto leading here 4-2 with 13:20 to go. Dan Noonan will be at the line for the Tahanto Stags. For Bromfield, rather. Left-handed shot is in and out. So Noonan missing his first free throw. Puts it up left-handed. 30-second clock in boys basketball. And he sinks the second. And it's 4-3 now. Tahanto leading by 1. Tahanto with the ball now. And good defense put on by Dan O'Neill. Trying to break the press. And the ball stolen away by Noonan. He'll drive right to the basket. Tries to pass underneath. Knocked out of bounds. It'll stay in the hands of Bromfield. Nice move there by Noonan as he played good defense and then took the ball right to the basket. Petrossi will put it in play under his own basket. There's a nice little bounce pass out to Storley. Storley on the right side. Storley tries to feed it up top. They get it to Noonan, and it's good. Rather Kalegi. And that's going to be a 3 for Kalegi. So 6-4, Bromfield in the lead. Fournier, that'll be a 3, but it's an air ball. The rebound put up and in by Dunleavy. And with the ball now is Kalegi. Kalegi over to Petrossi. Petrossi up to Kalegi. Kalegi back to Petrossi. That'll be a 3 if it goes, but it hits the front of the rim. No good. Rebound put up and blocked by Hofsis. He's going to get called for the foul. Eric Hofsis picking up his first personal. That was in the active shooting. It'll be 2 shots at the line for Dan O'Neill. Dan is a 6'4" senior. Scores 6-6 rather. A tie game, and Dan O'Neill can break the tie. Yeah, he sinks the first one, so it's 7-6 now. And O'Neill at the line again. That was his first point of the night. And that's in and out. Rebound taken away by Jay Noel. He gets fouled apparently by Petrossi. A foolish foul there as he easily had the rebound. Joining me here is John Hersey, if I can get a microphone for him. Oh, that's mine. Up and in by Adam Brissett, as Adam gets his first 2 points of the night. All right, with the ball now, Bromfield trailing in the game here, 8-7 with the ball. Petrossi just outside that three-point line, goes up to the top of the key now to Callaghy. No good. Rebound grab by Jay Noel as Jay Noel gets another rebound, John. He's been a terror on those boards so far. Oh, the ball stolen away by Dan Noonan. What a nice play. He puts it up and no good. Rebound grab by Noel. Noonan hustling all over the court. Look at this press by Petrossi and Noonan. And Noonan fouls Chris Fournier.
Yeah, they should leave the taking up the ball to the guards, so get that man down low.
Good pressure there by Bromfield. That's okay. All right, bringing the ball up now is Tahanto. Fournier with it. Tries to get it over to Dunleavy. Broken up by Noonan. He's all over the floor. There's a nice baseline drive by Noel, but it's broken up by Bromfield. Long outlet pass goes to Noonan. He puts it up and in. Dan Noonan with a nice play there. 14.9 points he's averaging this season. Hofstas tries to break the press. Broken up nicely by Callaghy. So he got his hand in there. Putting the ball in play will be Sean Dunleavy. Sean goes into Fournier, the freshman, being guarded by Petrossi. Gets by him over the line. Being double teamed, almost taken away, but he keeps possession. Dunleavy with a three. It's good. That's 7 points for Sean.
Looks like it's going to be a close game tonight.
Tahanto has an 11-9 lead right now. Long shot by Noonan is no good. Rebound, though, grabbed nicely by O'Neal. He puts it up and in. Dan O'Neal.
Nice power move here.
6'4" senior. Fournier now being guarded by Petrossi. Underneath. Oh, what a pretty move by Noel to lay it in. Jay Noel averaging 25 point. What a game, and we can see why there. Coach Scott Hoffman talking to his players as they bring the ball up the court there. There's a travel. First violation of the night on Chris Callaghy as he tried to split the seams there, it looked like.
Looks pretty even tonight.
Noel comes out to get the pass there from Fournier. Right with him is Noonan. Nice move by Dunleavy. He's going to take the three. Gets it underneath to Fournier. Baseline jump shot. No good. Rebound taken away by Adam Brissett. He puts up a jumper. It's good. That's 4 points for Adam Brissett. 16-11. Tahanto with a 5-point lead.
Pretty strong start tonight. Looking good.
Excellent basketball. That's a travel on Petrossi as he tried to make his move. Too many steps. Yeah, I forgot to put your mic on, John. That's why people probably weren't hearing you.
Are we being even about this, or are we being partial to Tahanto?
We'll try to be objective, as objective as we can be.
That's correct. I understand.
We have Dave Humphrey operating one of the cameras over there, and William MacLeod operating the other. And Tom Matriska is our producer tonight on WBAC TV. And this game will also be shown on the Berlin cable eventually. Maybe next year at this time they'll be seeing it over. We're going to give the tape to somebody here. We'll make sure it gets over there.
Yes, I understand the girls' game was watched by quite a few people out there in BAC land last week.
Yeah. Charlie Peterson from the Berlin cable will be putting it on for the folks in Berlin a little bit later. But this game being seen live tonight in Boylston. And it's couldn't be a better game. 16-11. Tahanto, and it couldn't be a more important game either, with first place at stake here in Midwatch D League. Bromfield 7-2 and Tahanto 6-4. Freshman Fournier looks good. Boy, he is going to be a good one. He already is.
It's good to have a few freshmen around, move up the line.
I remember Jay Noel played a bit as a freshman, and he's done very well. Underneath, there's Dunleavy. Oh, what a nice move. Well, what a nice pass. And Sean knew what to do with it. Now the score at, oh, I thought it would be 18. It's 17-11. I think they forgot a point there. But
yeah, well, perhaps.
Callaghy with it for Bromfield. Now Noonan. Noonan cross-court pass to Petrossi. Went to start his move. Puts up the jump shot over Noel. No good. Rebound put up and no good by Dan O'Neill. Taken away by Jay Noel.
That was a nice defense by Noel. Got in his way there. Big hand in his face.
And that's 4 rebounds on the night now for Jay Noel. Behind the back dribble. It goes up the top now to Fournier. Fournier directing the team as a freshman. Zone defense by Bromfield. Looks like a 2-1-2 zone they're putting on Tahanto. Pass goes to Noel down the lane. He loses control of the ball, and it's picked up by Noonan, who's lightning fast. He goes the other way, puts it up and in.
That's a
what a
move.
beautiful play.
On to the left.
4 points in the game now for Noonan. 17-13 to score, 4-point lead for Tahanto. Zone defense again by Bromfield. Adam Brissett with a nice move right around his defender.
Left them wide open.
Rebound taken away by Dan O'Neill over to Noonan.
Sometimes those are the toughest shots when you're wide open.
Noonan on a travel, and the ball will go over to Tahanto. Third turnover now for Bromfield. Now we have some substitutions in the game. Peter Riccardi into the game now for Bromfield. See, Matt Storley was already in there, so I believe he's the only substitution, Riccardi. Adam Brissett with a 3. In and out, no good. Rebound. Jay Noel puts it up and in.
Nice rebound.
Jay with 4 points, averaging 25.1.
I think the home court advantage is helping out tonight, Pete.
Good. There could be a few more students here, though. I don't know where all the students are. They're home studying, I guess.
Well, either that or they're watching the game on TV.
Oh, no. All right, that's a nice move put in by Storley. Pretty move with a Tahanto defender hanging all over him. I don't know how he got that shot off. With it now is Fournier over to Brissett. Adam underneath to Noel. Noel has trouble handling
That
it.
looked like a foul.
Jay thought he got fouled, but no call. And with the ball now is Callaghy. Chris, as one of the captains on this Bromfield team, underneath, put up and blocked by Noel. He takes the ball away. Oh, what a nice defensive play by Jay Noel on Dan Fitek. So Dan Fitek into the game now. Baseline move by Brissett. Nice pass up.
Oh, beauty.
Around in. Oh, what a nice play.
Mr. Milano put that one home.
Mike Milano, who just came into the game. Mike is only a sophomore.
A pretty hook on that one.
And that's a second foul of the night on Storley, so he goes out for a rest. And coming right back in is Dan O'Neill. Also in the game now is Fitek, a 6'1" junior. And a shot by Milano. Try to finish off the three-point play, and he does. Mike with a three-point play, and it's 22-15. 7-point lead for Tahanto. 7 minutes to go, first half. Underneath, O'Neill puts it up, no good, but he drew the foul from Jay Noel. Jay's second of the night, and he's going to have to start watching it. Peter Mackey, the head coach for Tahanto. Ryan Finley into the game now. He is going to be in the backcourt.
It's a nice move to draw the foul on Noel.
Yeah, this O'Neill is a good player. Puts up the shot, it's good. And Dan O'Neill with 4 points in the night. He's played very well so far. 6:56 to go, first half. 22-17. Oh, 2 nice free throws by O'Neill. He's got 5 on the night. Here comes Tahanto. Fournier brings it up. Fournier to Finley. He wasn't ready for the pass. The third turnover of the night on Tahanto. Those will kill you.
Can't afford to be doing that in a close game.
You just can't against these guys. Fitek puts the ball in play into Callaghy. Callaghy with the left-handed dribble up over the line. Zone defense. 2-1-2 zone defense by Tahanto. Petrossi with a 3. And here comes Bromfield.
I wouldn't leave that guy alone outside. He put that down pretty easily.
It's 5 points of the night now for Petrossi. That goes to Ryan Finley. Fournier trying to get underneath to Noel. The lane is clogged up and taken away by Petrossi. Good defense by Bromfield. All alone underneath. And there's going to be the foul on Mike Milano.
No, it was a travel.
Travel.
On that one. Yep.
Travel on Riccardi as he got lone underneath. And Tahanto fortunate there.
Thought it was a foul myself.
Yeah. Looked like
Ball for steps.
that's the 4th turnover now for Bromfield.
That's break first. The good guys.
Justin Ziliotti into the game now. Justin with it up top, and he gets no call. Wow. Let the guys play, I guess. Justin now goes on the left to Finley. Finley makes a move. Good defense on him, and he can't go anywhere. Riccardi with the defense. Riccardi now gets down and ties up Zilioli. And that'll be a jump ball. Possession arrow will go to Bromfield.
Got to handle that ball a little more careful out there.
It's a good defender there, Riccardi. He really gets in people's faces. Petrossi on the side. Up top it goes to Noonan. Good defense by Hofstas there, but the ball controlled by Vitek. Cross-court pass to Noonan. Noonan with a nice move there on Finley. Goes right in the lane, puts up the left-hander. No good. What a nice move. Rebound O'Neill. It's good. Dan O'Neill. He's got 7 points on the night. He's been hurting Tahanto underneath. 22-22 tie as O'Neill ties the game with 5:25 to go first half. Underneath Milano, Mike drives, blocked. Rebound, Zilioli puts it up, off the glass and in.
Nice little bucket. Way to keep it alive.
Justin Zilioli with 2 points on the night now. With it is Noonan. Up top now it goes to Riccardi, back to Noonan, underneath. Vitek puts it up and in. Dan Vitek tying that game up again, 24-24. Pretty good one, John.
Get close.
Justin Zilioli with it. Zilioli. Defense Riccardi. Eric Hobbs is trying to set up in the high post. Zilioli with a three-pointer. It's way off. Rebound grabbed under there by Dan O'Neill. O'Neill with the outlet pass to Noonan. Noonan didn't see Riccardi all alone. Puts up the jump shot. He got fouled, and the basket is good. Chance for a three-point play. That's 7 points of the night for Noonan. And he can finish off the three-point play. The foul is going to be called on Justin Zilioli, his first of the night.
They're going to have to make a small adjustment here, and it looks like they just got the subs coming in now. So
Guys have been keeping up a pretty furious pace. I'm getting tired just watching them.
Well, they were taking advantage of the height difference in there. Now that Noel's back, and it may make a difference, but may have to lose another foul here.
8 points for Noonan. A lead now for Bromfield, 27-24. With it is Fournier. Nice pass to Noel. On the corner, it goes to Dunleavy. Jimmy Noel with a three. It's no good. Rebound grab by Dan O'Neill. He has been a tiger on the boards. There's Noonan bringing it up on the left side. Goes right down the lane. Passes to Petrossi for a three. It is in and out. And the rebound is taken away by O'Neill with some great hustle. And the rebound finally dug out of there by Ryan Finley. Up to Fournier. Fournier fast break pass. Too much in front of Sean Dunleavy. Turnover to Bromfield.
It was a nice idea, just a little too long.
27-24. Bromfield a three-point lead with 4 minutes left. Timeout is called. And these guys get a breather. I tell you, furious pace, John.
I was wondering if they're going to have a timeout in this half.
Well, here come the Tahanto cheerleaders. And somewhere I've got their names. All right, of course, you recognize the one guy out there. That's Mark Dumont. He kind of leads them, I think. Their coach is Gene Mitchell, Caitlin Adams, Kristen Aldrich, Christina Anderson, Sarah Barsamian, Lynette Chalifo, Aline Fernandez, Michelle Frank, Emily Merrill, and Aubrey Vachon. And I'll be hearing about it if I mispronounce anybody's name there.
Sure you will.
And I should hear about it, too. But Mark Dumont, as a senior there, does a good job leading. He's a good soccer player, good baseball player.
Cheering for one of the most important games of the year here. Chance for first place, huh?
A big, big game. The winner, Tahanto wins. They tie Bromfield for first place. Bromfield win, of course, it's a two-game lead in the mid-watch D.
Be a little tough to catch up on that.
And, of course, you got to be over 500 to get into the tournament, so it's a big game that way for Tahanto. They're 6-4 overall. They can't afford to get too close to that 500 mark. Chris Kalagi now with the ball for Bromfield. Into the corner it goes to Noonan.
Oh,
what a block by Noel. Jay Noel. He got way up there, and it'll be Bromfield's ball out of bounds, but what a play by Noel.
It was a nice attack, but he went nowhere with that.
Oh, man. What a play. Matt Stroud.
That was clean. Good call by the ref.
Petrossi, now Noonan. Noonan working on Ryan Finley. Can't get by him. Cross-court pass is for the three, and it's good.
Nice shot.
Chris Kalagi, that's his second three-point field goal tonight. He's got 6 points. And that's big. 30-24, 6-point lead. Biggest of the night for Bromfield. Chris Fournier with it now. Zone defense. Looks like a 2-3 zone now put on by Bromfield. Over to Mike Milano. Into the corner to Jay Noel. Cutting across is Sean Dunleavy. I believe he walked. I believe Bromfield was right. He walked and got away with it. Hey, you get away with a few in the course of a game, you know.
Well, I think they do that quite a bit in the NBA, if I'm not mistaken.
You're right. With it is Kalagi now, who just hit that three. Noonan with a three. That's no good. Rebound, Sean Dunleavy. Over to Fournier. What a good defense put on there by Noonan, but he gets by it. But the pass stolen away by Petrossi. He goes coast to coast and lays it in. Wow. 7 points for Petrossi.
And be a little more careful with those passes.
32-24. 8-point lead for Bromfield. Tahanto was up by 6, it seems like just a minute ago. 2:38 to go in the half. Mike Milano, a nice pass. Puts the turnaround jumper up. No good. Rebound. Jay Noel puts it up. And that's no good. And the rebound finally grabbed away by Storley. Matt Storley. And it comes up to Kalagi. He lays it up and in, and he got fouled. Oh, man.
That's the way to take it to the bucket. Straight in.
8 points in the night for Kalagi. We'll see who the foul's on.
They got to stop that before he gets down.
Chris Fournier, the freshman, 1 foul on him. That's his first of the night. Kalagi at the line. Chris with 8 points can make it 9 if he sinks this one. 34-24, 10-point lead for Bromfield.
See the one who just hit the three-pointer there a second?
Yeah. It's up and in.
Having a big night.
He's got 9 points on the night with the 2 threes and that layup, that 3-point play. Ryan Finley with it. Cross court, it goes to Dunleavy. Nice pass underneath to Noel. A touch pass. He puts it up and in and got fouled. Jay Noel.
Way to be patient under there. Draw the foul and get the bucket.
Power move by Jay as he showed his strength there, Sean. Wow. 35-26, 9-point lead for Bromfield.
That's where we need him down low in this particular game.
And as he finishes off that 3-point play, the foul was on O'Neal, his first of the game.
That stopped the run that put them way out ahead. So let's hope it continues here.
8-point lead for Bromfield. Underneath, Storley lays it in. Boy, a power move, and nobody could stop him. 4 points on the night for Matt Storley now.
I believe Noel was laying off him a little bit that time.
Jay's got 2 fouls, so he's got to be a little bit careful. Sean Dunleavy in the paint to Hofstas. Can't make a move. Noel along the baseline for Trosky. And a foul is going to be called on Noonan. Dan Noonan, that's his second of the night. Is it 20? Noonan?
Dan.
Ned Noonan. Noonan.
Dan came in the game, I believe.
Fetek comes in. Dan Fetek with it now. Ryan Finley drives to the basket, puts up the jumper, no good. Rebound taken away by Petrossi. Petrossi with a pass up to Kalagi. Kalagi underneath to O'Neal, and he lays it in.
Nice pass.
Dan O'Neal, 9 points on the night. And he's been killing Tahanto underneath. 39-27, 12-point lead for Bromfield. Chris Fournier with it. Fournier with a 3. In and out, no good. Rebound fought for it, taken away by Noonan. Now Kalagi up to Petrossi, he lays it in. Going to have to call a timeout here, or Bromfield's going to be taking this one away. Only a minute to go. 41-27, 14-point lead, Bromfield. Fournier to Hofstas, back to Fournier. Fournier to Hofstas. Tahanto trailing by 14. Less than a minute to go in the half. Ryan Finley puts up the shot. It's good.
Finley. They should make him pay for that.
41-29, 12-point lead Bromfield. They got to just milk this clock as much as they can. You have 30 seconds to go in the half. Petrossi up to Kalagi now.
I believe they're trying for the last shot here. Close to it.
Noonan underneath Petrossi. A baseline jumper is good.
Everything's been going for them.
Wow. Petrossi now with 11 points on the night. Fournier with it for Tahanto. 43-29, 14-point lead. Sean Dunleavy with a 3, and it's good. big three-pointer by Sean Dunleavy. And that's going to be the end of the half. And the score, 43-32. 11-point lead at the half for Bromfield. We're going to have the cheerleaders for you. Maybe we'll try to find a guest if anybody wants to be interviewed, John. But 43-32, if I'm reading that right, is the score. We're looking over almost straight at it, so it's kind of hard to see. But we'll have a 10-minute intermission here with the score 43-32. And I guess, John, the impressions of the first half was tremendous scoring ability by Bromfield.
Well, they certainly took advantage of some breaks that were happening there and had a couple good steals. I would say they're moving the ball up and down the field court a little quicker than Tahanto is this time. That'll be after the adjustment they make to get back into the second half.
Tremendous ball movement, you're right, by Bromfield, and they're a very quick team and play tenacious defense. And also on the boards, I think O'Neill in particular was very effective on the boards. And we got the scoring for you here in the first half. Let's take Tahanto first. As you look at the cheerleaders, led by Mark Dumont. 2 points for Chris Fournier, 12 points for Sean Dunleavy, 7 points for Jay Noel, 2 points for Justin Zilioli. Ryan Finley had 2, and Mike Milano with a big three-point play. For Bromfield, the guy that's done a lot of the damage, Jim Petrossi with 11, Kalegi has 9, Dan Noonan with 8, Dan O'Neill has 9, Dan Fitek with 2, Matt Storley has 4, and they lead in the game 43-32. An 11-point lead. Tahanto won the JV game 68-48. We'll watch the cheerleaders here for the Tahanto Regional Stags.
The camera's on us there, big fella.
Oh.
It's the way you are.
Oh, I guess we got the stag.
Anyway, it seems like most of the scoring at Bromfield seemed to have been either from the fast breaks or from the three-point line. Little was done on the inside where it seemed Jay was able to hold them at bay at that particular point. So I think they're going to have to concentrate on stopping the fast break and keeping a really close eye on that three-pointer on the outside.
Definitely. And I know in one sequence that we saw Jay with a tremendous block on Noonan when he tried to drive right underneath there.
It's
and what a rejection.
When he's down in the paint, they're not going in too successfully. And that seems to be when they keep him at bay. Right now, they've really got to concentrate on making sure that the fast break doesn't happen either off the steal or off a defensive rebound. But that three-pointer always being a threat. So what do you concentrate on? You know,
it's been a fast and furious game. And of course, if you're just joining us, coming into the game, Bromfield with a 7-2 record and 4-0 in the league, and Tahanto 6-4 overall and 3-1 in the league. So you can see the importance of this game both in the Midwatch D standings and also for tournament possibilities for Tahanto, both for the Clark and for the postseason state tournament. They have to be at 500 or above to get into either one of those tournaments. So it's very important looking at it that way for Tahanto. And Peter Mackey, I know the coach at Tahanto, realizes the importance. Scott Hoffman, the coach for Bromfield. Bromfield last year finishing 11-10 in the regular season. And of course from the town of Harvard. And Tahanto obviously last year making the tournament but losing to Keefe Tech in a heartbreaker over there in Framingham that we did here on WBAC TV, where Keefe Tech came back in the last 5 minutes. One interesting point which was brought out by Bill Marsh in the Boylston Banner this past week, he got a nice quote from Peter Mackey. Every game we've won, the two centers have come up with at least 10 points. Well, let's look and see how those two centers for Tahanto are doing. Mark Larson and Hofstas have not scored a point yet. That could be why they're behind by 11, if Peter Mackey's theory is right.
Well, I would say that they're going to have to get the ball a little more then, because I haven't seen it in their hands too much in that particular case.
They've had trouble getting in. Bromfield's been cutting off the passing lanes, and those two quick guards for Bromfield, Chris Kalagi and Dan Noonan, have been denying that pass into the paint most of the night. They've been really contesting it and playing a very physical game in the paint, and it's hurt Tahanto's inside game, I think. Jay Noel, 7 points for an ordinary player is okay, but he's averaging 25.1 a game, so he's really under his average here in the first half. It's got to be a factor.
Basically, what I see happening here is that they are crowding it down underneath, and that they are, you know, doing their best to get out to the line, but they're challenging them to take that shot from the outside. And basically, so far, it's working for them. I would say they're probably hitting less than 50% from the outside at this point.
Yeah, we don't have the shooting. Wish we did have that shooting percentage. We could check on that. Last time, big game for Jay Noel, or not such a big game for Jay Noel last time, only 13 points, where he's averaging 25.1. So we almost the same thing which they did last time in Harvard. They're doing tonight with success, limiting Jay Noel, the big scorer for Tahanto, the big 6'6" man, and that has been effective. Sean Dunleavy's picked up some of the slack with 12 points, which he's already over his average with those 12. So he's had a big first half, but Jay Noel has got to figure out a way to get into the scoring, and the two centers for Tahanto have to start being more effective offensively for Tahanto to get back in this game. Tahanto was up by 6 at one point, but a late run. At one point, Bromfield was ahead by 14. Tahanto got the lead down to 11 at the end of the first half.
Well, they're going to have to get inside for some offensive rebounds, I believe, in order to make a difference down there. I think right now they're getting boxed out pretty well. I know the game plan is to be at the top for one of them, but they have to get down there and start moving them out, getting some of those rebounds.
And we might tell our people, if you're watching this game in Berlin, that we'll have the girls game we did last week between Tahanto and West Boylston, 53-29 victory for West Boylston. But that game will be seen on the Berlin cable as well as the Boylston cable. And we're going to get that over to Charlie Peterson, who does a lot of the work for the Berlin cable television system. And we'll also, if you're watching this game, obviously he got this game. Yeah, I'm saying that right? If you're watching this game, he must have got it on somehow, right? Okay.
Looking ahead, I see we have 4 games left here in the season.
Yeah. And there might be a makeup game thrown in there because of all the snow we've had too. I think there might be a makeup game still. I'm not sure which that was. The last game that Tahanto played before tonight, Jay Noel with 30 points against Narragansett. That was last Wednesday, and then they got snowed out
for the air game
on Friday. So they'll play air at some point later in the year. I'm not sure when.
Okay.
Some of these athletic directors, like Peter MacLeod, are going to have quite a job trying to make up all these games that have been postponed. That's always a lot of fun, especially when the Clark tournament and the districts start coming up. You really got to squeeze those games in. The girls, of course, playing the Bromfield girls tonight. We hope to have another girls game for you, and we hope to have some of the tournament games for you later in February, the Clark tournament and the districts. Hopefully Tahanto would be hosting a home game in the districts, and we could do it right from the Tahanto gym here, but we'll do it one way or another. One thing several people have remarked on, though, is there doesn't seem to be the turnout of students that you might expect for a game of this magnitude, and they make all the noise.
Well, did you check and see what type of homework was handed out this afternoon?
We're going to have to check with the Tahanto faculty and see what they did
here.
You
have to tell them to lighten up a little bit on these nights.
But they could use as much noise. That's the whole home court advantage, is to make a lot of noise. Good crowd for the girls' game last week. We were happy to see. Unfortunately for Tahanto, they played, from what I heard, their worst game of the year, and I think the girls would be the first to admit it, but it was still a fun game to do. And
it was a tough game for them, but they fought hard.
Oh, yeah.
That one as well.
They fought hard, and give them credit. We want to once again mention who's doing what here tonight from our WBAC television crew. Tom Matriska, the lead producer tonight. Dave Humphrey on camera, and William MacLeod handling the other camera. And I'm Pete MacLeod, John Hersey, and we hope to be bringing you more games this season, maybe some baseball and softball this coming spring.
Mentioning earlier about the snow, doesn't seem like there's going to be too much in the forecast. There is a storm that could come up, but hopefully that won't postpone any more games.
Now and then switch away from channel 13 or 11 and watch the Weather Channel, and you can keep track of it.
Right.
But I'll predict we're going to miss it. So if you're getting snowed on while you're watching this, you'll know I was wrong, right? We're only getting paid to do the game, though.
Yeah.
And any two people making our salary, you know.
I bet you're making twice as much as me.
Probably. I haven't checked. I'll have to check with Mike Reidinger and find out what salaries we're going to get for this game.
Yes.
I hope it's union scale. That's all I ask. The team's about ready to come on. Of course, Peter Mackey giving him last-minute instructions how they're going to chop into this 11-point lead. And Scott Hoffman, assisted by Mark Bouchard, the coaches for...
Those are the two I think they're going to have to focus on to stop the scoring, because those seem to be the most aggressive on the team right now. And if they could shut them down, I think we could start making our run.
I'm very impressed with this Dan Noonan, the captain, 5'9" junior. He's averaging... coming in here, 14.9 points a game, and had 24 last time against Tahanto. So he had a big game against Tahanto last time.
Right.
All right, Tahanto gets the ball. They can cut the lead to maybe 8 if they get a 3 here. Chris Fournier, they'll be going left to right as you look at the TV. With the ball is Chris Fournier, the freshman. Kalagi on him, over to Jay Noel, drives to the side, right into the paint with a spin move, puts it up, no good, got fouled. Oh, man. Travel on him. He wanted the foul. He's not going to get it. Good defense again by O'Neill. He has been very effective guarding Jay Noel. And he gives away a couple inches in height to Noel, but he's done a good job. Noonan cross-court pass to Petrossi. He traveled as he tried to make his move to the basket.
There's a stutter step happening there.
Sean Dunleavy will put it in play right in front of us.
They've used that cross-court pass quite a few times effectively. So.
They have, and I think it's dangerous, but they get away with it.
Right.
Maybe because Noonan is such a good passer. Adam Brissett, good defense on him. He throws the ball over to Noel. He has trouble with it. Adam got 19 points last time against Bromfield. Hasn't done too much tonight. Nice dribble by Fournier into the lane. Puts up the jumper. No good. Rebound fought for. Who's it going to go against? Looks like Bromfield. Might be O'Neill. That's O'Neill. That's his second foul of the night.
I believe that was on the floor, so it's not out of bounds.
No shots here. Not in the act of shooting, of course. We're not over the limit. Baseline pass to Brissett. Over to Dunleavy for the 3. It's short. The rebound fought for and grabbed by Sorley. And there's going to be a foul on Tahanto. And it's going to be a foolish foul on whoever gets called there because, oh man, no. Jay Noel. And that was not an intelligent foul, as I'm sure Peter Mackey and Jay Noel will be the first to say. He had the rebound. You don't want to. That's 3 fouls.
Just keep your hands up straight.
3 fouls. Now it's Sorley with a baseline jumper is good. Matt Sorley with his 6th point of the night now.
Nice soft shot.
45-32. 13-point lead for Bromfield. Fournier over to Brissett. Look at the defense on Brissett by Petrossi and Noonan double teaming him. Jay Noel tries to make the move, can't get by Kalagi. Over to Dunleavy. Now up top it goes to Fournier. Back to Dunleavy. Underneath, Jay Noel handles the pass, puts it up and in. Oh, nice play.
That's what I can do more of. Get the ball down to him.
Right over O'Neill that time. 45-34, 11-point lead, Bromfield. Storley driving on Hofstas.
Nice defense.
Eric
defense by the big man.
In his face that time. Full court pressure by Petrossi. He lays off as Fournier gets it over the line. Hits Brissett, driving baseline. A blocking foul underneath on Bromfield.
Yeah, he didn't have his feet set.
That's going to be O'Neill. And that's 3 on Dan O'Neill.
Are they going to give him the active shooting? No, they on the floor.
Dan O'Neill has 3. That's going to be a factor. Dunleavy up top to Fournier. Look at Noonan come out. Noonan blocked the pass, gets it over to Petrossi, and stolen away again by Fournier. Triple team. Noonan gets it back. Peter Mackey wanted a foul underneath all alone. To lay it in is Kalagi. 11 points for Chris Kalagi. 47-34, 13-point lead Bromfield.
Peter wasn't too happy with that.
No, Peter wanted a foul there, but triple team, you're probably not going to get it. Noel along the baseline puts it in. That's 11 points for Jay Noel. Substitution. Coming into the game is Dan Fitek, and coming out is O'Neill with the 3 fouls. So we'll get Fitek in there.
Maintaining that 11-point lead. We're going to have to start cutting into that.
47-36. Baseline Storley. Storley blocked by Hofstas. He wanted a foul. Gets the ball back. Oh, what a nice pass by Noonan underneath to Fitek. What a beautiful play.
Heads-up play there.
Oh, what a nice pass by Noonan. Brissett up top to Fournier. Fournier on the side to Dunleavy. Dunleavy cross court. Nice block again by Noonan. He is all over the place. All right, Tahanto trying to get back in this here. Hofstas trying to drive to the basket. Can't do it. Gives it to Dunleavy for a
Nice
three.
play.
Sean.
Put the pressure inside, pass it back out. That's where they want to be.
Sean Dunleavy.
Is there foul on this?
That's his third three-pointer of the night. And they're going to call a foul on Fournier for a push.
I think it was after the shot, though. Yes, it is.
Is it going to be in?
Yes, it counts.
Maybe they're calling it on Hofstas. I thought he said 2-1, but I guess he said 3-2. So Eric Hofstas now with 2 fouls. All right, it goes over to Fournier. Fournier up top for a 3. No good. Rebound
Nice
taken
rebound.
by Dunleavy on a nice move behind the back layup. No good. A jump ball. The arrow goes to Tahanto. No, it's Bromfield.
Nice hustle in there. Good play by Dunleavy, just a little short on it.
Oh, hustling play by Sean Dunleavy. He went way up in the air. 12:41 now left in the game.
10-point lead.
49-39 our score. All right, with it is Kalagi. Kalagi with Adam Brissett. Brissett falls down. Nice pick there was set by Vitek. Nice defense. Hofstas with a partial block on Storley. Noel with it. And it's stolen away by Kalagi. All alone as Storley lays it in. 8 points for Nat Storley. 51-39, I think it should be. They haven't changed the score, but it's a 12-point lead for Bromfield. Adam Brissett with it. Adam has it stolen away. His pocket was picked by Noonan. Fast break, and Kalagi can't control it. Goes back to Tahanto.
Off the handle.
Lucky break there for Tahanto.
They're going to need to stem this tide now.
51-39, 12-point lead. Bromfield, 12 minutes even now left in the game.
A little careless with the ball down.
Yeah, you can't. That was right in front of Coach Peter MacLeod. That last steal. O'Neal blocked by Storley. Good defense. And I think he threw it away, so it'll be Bromfield ball.
I think it went off Noel's foot.
Wow. Storley caused that. He got in that, again, blocking the passing lanes, John. They've been doing that all night very effectively. Kalagi on Brissett. Storley. He hits it again. He now has 10 on the night. The senior 6'5" center has had a big night. Sean Dunleavy back to Noel. Jay spins. Is blocked off with a zone defense. He can't drive the lane. Fournier trying to get into Noel. Noel fouled. Let's see who it's on. It's either Storley or Vitek. 23, that's Storley. That's his third.
He's on his back.
So a couple of players for Bromfield now with 3. That's O'Neal and Storley with 3 each. Up top, it goes to Brissett for a 3. In and out. Rebound by Noonan. He's everywhere. Bounce pass to Vitek, who gets it back to Noonan. And you'll have Sean Dunleavy applying the defense. I'd hate to have to guard this kid, I'll tell you that. Nice pick there set by Vitek. He has a give and go to Vitek. Oh, does that work nicely? Wow. Did you see that? Vitek and Noonan working the give and go. Beautiful.
Looking for the pass.
He sets the pick and then releases and goes right underneath, and Tahanto didn't pick it up. Stolen away by Petrossi. Drives right down the lane and lays it in. And Tahano's going to have to call a timeout pretty quick. This thing's going to get out of hand. An 18-point lead by Bromfield. 57-39. Storley now with 10 points on the night. Vitek has 6. Kalagi with 11. And Petrossi has 13.
They're getting hustled, especially at the defensive end.
Definitely seems that way. And again, Jay Noel, every time he touches the ball, has 2 or 3 Bromfield players with a collapsing zone. Here's the Tahanto cheerleaders. Nice routine. Okay, Caitlin Adams, Kristen Aldrich, Christina Anderson, Sarah Barsamian, Lynette Chalafou, Mark Dumont, Aline Fernandez, Michelle Frank, Emily Merrow, Aubrey Vachon, and the coaches Gene Mitchell for the Tahanto cheerleaders. And they practice, yeah, they practice a long time to put those routines are much harder than they look, too.
I saw them practicing that one in the auditorium tonight.
If you or I tried that, we'd be carried out of this gym. Underneath to Noel. What a nice spin move. He gets loose, blows the layup, gets his own rebound back, and gets fouled by Storley, and that's going to be 4 on Matt. A nice hustle by Jay Noel. Oh, it's on 25, so that'll be on Vitek. His first.
Vitek? Oh.
On Vitek, so that's his first of the night. And Noel can get 2. He'll have 2 shots. And he cans the first one. So Jay now with 12 points on the night, still below his average. Not by much, but a little bit. That's 13. That's how many points he got last time against Bromfield. 10:28 to go in the game. And it is 57-41 in favor of Bromfield. There's Petrossi. Look at the defense by Fournier.
Talk about defense they playing here like a 4-and-1.
They've got the chasers out there. They're playing a zone underneath, but Petrossi breaks the zone. Hopkins just slams him, and he'll get called for the foul.
They hit him with the body. He had a clean block on the top.
I think you're right, John. That was with the body, and that's the 3rd foul on Eric Hotsis. So both he and Jay Noel now have 3. Dan O'Neill comes back in. He has 3 fouls on him. Storley comes out.
Eric making sure he wasn't going to put that up into the bucket.
Eric is a junior. Both he and Jay are juniors. They'll be back next year. Petrossi with a free throw. And Jim now with 14 points on the night. So he is almost up to his average of 16 points. Mike Milano, who's played well tonight, comes into the game. Young sophomore. Eric goes out with 3. And Petrossi nails both free throws to make it 59-41, 18-point lead for Bromfield. And Tahanto is going to have to stage quite a comeback. Fournier, look at that zone defense. Again, giving Tahanto trouble. Sean Dunleavy with a 3. It's good.
That could be the only mistake that they're making on that side is they're leaving Sean open.
He has 18 points on the night. Sean Dunleavy having a career night with the 3s. 4 3-point field goals by Sean Dunleavy. Noonan tries to drive along the baseline, taken away. Good defense by Dunleavy and Noel. Adam Brissett with it, drives right to the basket, and he's going to get called for steps. Well, Adam.
It was a nice move. He just couldn't finish it.
That's the story. Couldn't finish it off. 59-44, 15-point lead. Bromfield, they've got the ball. Tahanto with a chance to cut it to 13. But they turn it over, and with the ball is Kalagi. Nice pick, again set by O'Neill, and it springs Noonan loose. Oh, what a nice pick set by O'Neill. But Tahanto gets the rebound. Jay Noel. Jay to Dunleavy. Underneath, it goes to Mike Milano. Turnaround jumper, air ball. Noel the rebound, fouled by O'Neill, and that's number 4 on Dan O'Neill.
4 on O'Neill?
Yep.
He's a big man down there. That could hurt them.
2.2 shots here for Jay Noel with 9:08 to go. And they're going to take O'Neill out, put Storley back in. Storley with 3. O'Neill has played well, but he has 4 fouls now. And they can't risk him picking up that number 5.
How many points does O'Neill have tonight?
Dan O'Neill has 9.
9.
Noel now, he gets the free throw. So Jay with 14 on the night.
He can cut the lead to 13 here.
59-46. And he splits the second. So Jay has cut that lead down to 59-46. If I'm reading
keep up the defense here.
13-point lead, Bromfield. Petrossi on the freshman Fournier. Fournier stays with him, fights his way through that pick. Petrossi underneath. Storley with a nice move on Noel, and Jay with 3 fouls has to be a little bit careful. And Storley has 12 points. He's been a big man tonight for Bromfield. 8:43 left in the game, 61-46. Mike Milano misses the pass underneath, and it goes over to Bromfield. 61-46, 8:39 left in the game.
That was a bullet pass. Had to be ready for that.
A little too hot. Noonan being guarded by Dunleavy. Dunleavy reaches that hand in there, going for the steal. They're going to have to take some chances. Falling down is Kalagi. Nice recovery. Underneath, it goes to Vitek. Blows the layup, taken away by Fournier.
A little too open, I think.
You were right. Open shots are tough. I can't hit them if they're open or guarding me.
Defense is looking good.
Dunleavy underneath for Noel. He drives baseline. Good defense. Vitek puts up the jump shot. No good. To set the rebound. Puts it up. No good. Gets his own rebound. In the lane. Underneath to Noel. Who lays it in. And he got fouled. What a nice pass under there by Brissett, though. Wow.
Got a break there.
Adam Brissett with excellent hustle. And the foul goes against Vitek, his second of the night.
Some nice interior passing in there.
Adam Brissett, give him a star on his forehead for that hustle on the offensive rebound and the pass. He gets the assist. Jay Noel finishes off the three-point play. 61-49, within 12, John. This is getting interesting with 7:57 left in the game. Hang on. We have a good one going here. Back to Petrossi. Underneath Storley, right in the lane. Drives the lane on Noel. Oh, nice hand by Fournier. He blocked that ball. Noel knocks it away. Taken by Petrossi, who falls down. And it goes out to Kalagi. Puts up a jump shot. No good. Rebound Storley. He lays it up. No good. Rebound fought for. And grabbed by Storley again. Can he travel on the line?
There's a break.
Matt Storley with some excellent hustle. You got to credit that kid
Put a
with
flurry underneath the bucket that time, Peter.
tenacious defense by Jay Noel, who has 3 fouls. Somehow avoided getting called for a foul on that play. Mike Milano with the ball has it taken away by Vitek. And Storley hands it to Kalagi, and they're going to take their time now with 7:17 left. 61-49, 12-point lead Bromfield. Petrossi. Underneath Noonan, drives the lane. Good defense. Sean Dunleavy. He got a hand in there. What a defensive play. Sean, number 22, if you're watching on TV. Keep your eye on him. Noonan underneath, puts it up. No good. Got fouled by either Milano or Dunleavy. We'll see who. 30, that's Mike Milano gets called for the foul. Mike is he's going to improve. He's only a sophomore. At the line will be Noonan. And Dan with 8 points in the night. Left-handed shot, no good.
Bromfield's all of a sudden hit a cold spell here, so let's see if that continues. They haven't had a bucket in almost 3 minutes.
Noonan finally gets a free throw. That's 9 points for him on the night. 62-49, 13-point lead Bromfield. See if Tahanto can cut it down. Fournier with it. Up top. Whoa, what a defensive play by Kalagi. Nearly steals it away, but Fournier recovers. Left of the circle. Three-pointer in and out. Rebound. Sean Dunleavy lays it in.
Beautiful follow. All right.
Sean Dunleavy with big hustle. 20 points in the night for Sean. With it is Noonan. Noonan to the free throw line. Wild jumper. Noel the rebound.
Nobody to go to. Had to throw it up.
Jay brings it up himself. Over to Dunleavy. Sean with the fake. Puts up the set shot. And in. 22 points for Sean Dunleavy.
Beautiful cut. Where to take his
9-point lead.
time out, Bromfield.
What a run by Tahanto. What a game. 62-53. And the noise begins to increase here at the Tahanto gym. What hustle by Adam Brissett. I don't know who to even credit with all. Sean Dunleavy is playing as well as I've ever seen him play, John.
He shot that really cool there in the end. He took that. He didn't force that shot there. Waited for the man to get up. Took his time and just hit a set shot. Easiest shot in basketball.
And he took it with the pressure on and made it. He's made also an offensive rebound just a minute ago and has played tremendous defense. On one sequence, he absolutely stuffed Noonan coming right down the lane and knocked it out of bounds. Saving a basket.
I'd say Bromfield was going to put a little more pressure on Sean.
They can't continue to ignore him here with 20 points. He has 4 3-point field goals and a total of 22 points for Sean Dunleavy, the junior co-captain, 6'2", and he is, I would say, had a career game tonight. I don't ever remember him getting this many points, although I may be wrong. 6:28 to go in the game. A 9-point lead for Bromfield. And we've seen the Bromfield guards cool off a little bit here in this second half.
Going to a full court press here.
Full court pressure to Otto. They have to do it. They have to win this game or fall 2 games out of first place. With it is Kalagi. Good defense by Adam Brissett. Adam stays right with him. Kalagi pushes Storley out of the way. Look at that defense by number 24, Adam Brissett. Driving the lane is Petrossi. It is no good. Offensive. Offensive foul on Petrossi. And that's number 2 on him.
That was definitely an offensive foul. He just charged right into the middle.
With it is Fournier up to Noel.
No, 4 people guarding Noel over. You see that?
Dunleavy with it to Fournier. You're right. A collapsing zone on Noel. He puts it up anyway. No good. Gets his own rebound. Now the rebound put up by Milano. No good. Noel in and out. Gets his rebound again. Puts it up. No good. And he got fouled by Petrossi. That's number 3 on Jim Petrossi. What an effort by Jay Noel. Did you see that? 4 offensive rebounds.
They're putting the guy with the 4 fouls back in.
O'Neal comes back in with 4, coming out as VTech.
5 to foul out, correct?
5 to foul out, so Jay will know that the number 20 guarding him has 4 personals, and number 23,
Over 5 minutes
Storley,
left in the game. He's going to have to be careful. Oh, I
Jay.
believe that's the first foul shot he's missed, isn't it?
First one, he had 5 in a row, so he's 5 for 6 from the line now.
Put that one up a little too quick that time.
Jay's second is in and in, around the rim and in.
They got to keep the pressure up, though.
It's now an 8-point lead. This is as close as Tahanto has been in the second half. 62-54, 8-point lead. Tahanto has staged a great comeback. Petrossi saves it along the baseline, puts it up, no good. Rebound by O'Neal. Foul on Jay Noel, his 4th.
That was a terrible call.
That is 4 on Jay Noel. Peter Mackey does not like the call, but he's not going to win that argument.
That was a terrible call. He was clear of his body.
Nice hustle by Petrossi, though, saving a possible turnover there for Bromfield and giving his team a chance. It's all up to O'Neal now on the line. 8-point lead. Dan O'Neal's first shot is good. He buried out. He's got 10 points of the night, Dan O'Neal. Dan is a senior, 6'4". Right-handed free throw, puts it up, and it's in. And he got 2. Nice touch by Dan O'Neal, 64-54. 10-point lead, Bromfield. And Jay Noel now has 4 personal fouls. Adam Brissett to Fournier up top. Fournier over to Dunleavy for a 3. It's gone. Sean Dunleavy
On fire tonight.
5 3-point field goals. Sean Dunleavy, 25 points on the night. 64-57, 7-point lead. O'Neal underneath. Oh, the ball. Picked up by Fournier. Fournier with good pressure there by Kalagi, but he saves his dribble, gets up over the line, passes it to Dunleavy. Back to Fournier for a 3. Chris, in and out. Rebound, grabbed by Noonan. Big rebound, Dan Noonan.
That would have been a big bucket.
That was 2 shots now by Fournier.
Around the rim. Oh.
In and out. With it is Petrossi over to
Bromfield's
Noonan.
lost a little of its composure here.
Nice steal by Sean Dunleavy.
He baited him to that one. You see that? Beautiful play.
What a play by Sean Fournier. Going to get fouled by Kalagi. That's his first of the night, though, on Chris. 64-57, 7-point lead, 4:35 left in the game.
And it's a shooting foul. Must be 1-1, right?
It'd be the 1-on-1 situation here. That is the first foul tonight on Kalagi, and at the line, the freshman Chris Fournier. Big moment here. He puts it right up there and in. Oh, man, a freshman showing no nerves at all that time. And that lead down to 6 now, 64-58. Second shot is good.
Yes.
Chris Fournier with 2 big ones. 64-59. It's a 5-point lead.
Bromfield looking to take some time off the clock, it looks like.
Noonan drives the baseline nicely and lays it in.
Oh, they laid off him.
Dan Noonan. Oh, what a big play. Oh, man, that'll kill you. 66 to 59. 7-point lead. Steal by Storley.
Telegraphing that pass a little too much.
Yeah. A couple of mistakes here by Tahanto. 66-59. Petrossi with it. 7-point lead. Bromfield with the ball. Noonan. Noonan on Dunleavy. Goes right by him and lays it in. Dan Noonan. 2 big buckets to make it 68-59. Fournier with it. Tahanto down by 9, and Brissett loses the pass out of bounds. 3:47, and it'll go over to Bromfield. 68-59, 9-point lead. Tahanto still within reach. 3:44 left in the game. Bromfield with a 9-point lead and the ball. Petrossi outside the 3-point arc. Back to Noonan. Noonan driving on Dunleavy, gets by him. Oh, a block by Jay Noel. He swatted it away. What a play by Jay Noel. Did you see how high he got up with a 6'6" frame? Underneath, Kalagi. This is the layup. Rebound, Sean Dunleavy. Dunleavy to Fournier. Cross-court pass to Jay Noel. He drives right down the lane and going to get called go for a foul. Somebody into this, but he was fouled for
somebody hit him
blocking.
blocking outside.
And if that's O'Neill, that's 5 on him. He's out of the game. Let's see who it's on. It apparently isn't on O'Neill because he's staying in there. No, it's on Sorley, so that's his 4th. Matt Sorley has 4 now. Jay Noel at the line. And he misses the free throw. That hurt.
That's a big one.
I guess Jay's a little tired up there, too. He's doing a lot of running here. He's got 19 points on the night. Shot is good. Jay Noel.
Timeout.
Timeout, and the score is 68 to 60, if I'm reading that right.
That's correct.
Yeah, 68 to 60. And an 8-point lead, and Bromfield will have the ball. 3:26 left in the game.
Plenty of time to get
Ooh.
back. They just have to keep that same tenacious defense they did on this end. They can't let up. This is the time, right now. There's been some really good steals on this end. They're finally getting the idea of their passing game. And I noticed that they're really picking off more passes than they did the end of the first half.
They're blocking those lanes, you know, just like Bromfield was doing in the first half.
Matter of fact, I think they overplayed that last one when he got the free bucket down there because they were trying to guard the guy. They knew he was going to cross pass to the side, you know. But
Dan Noonan, the captain for Bromfield, made 2 big buckets here in this last couple of minutes. But his lead at one point was down to 5 points. Dan Noonan with 2
that was
with 2
very
big
nice
buckets.
drives to the bucket.
He just showed why he is the senior captain, as he took charge. Actually, he's only a junior, but he is a captain, and
Very
he's
aggressive
averaging
under there.
14.9 points a game.
I've noticed that most of them are still trying to get Noel to get that additional foul, get him into more trouble. At this point, he only has 3, I believe, right? So he can afford to be a little more aggressive under there.
Jay Noel, of course, with 4, and there's
Oh,
a
yeah,
foul. Jay does have 4, and there's a foul by Tahanto in the backcourt, and that was on Sean Dunleavy.
Oh, there.
That's his first of the game, and it's not a shooting foul yet, so that was an intelligent foul. If you're going to give up a foul, that's the way to do it, by Sean Dunleavy, trying to play aggressive defense. And a pass into Noonan. Oh, look at that nice dribble by Brissett at the timeline. Nice job by Dan Noonan. He is an excellent basketball player. Over on the right, left now, it goes to Callaghy, up top to Petrossi. Petrossi looking underneath, back over to Noonan. Noonan looking, trying to find one of the big men under there. Can't find anybody. Good man-to-man defense by Tahanto. Fournier with Petrossi, puts up the jump shot, and it goes in.
Nice touch on that shot.
Nice touch is right. Petrossi with a big one. 10-point lead for Bromfield. Fournier.
This telegraphs a pass.
Back to Adam Brissett. Adam drives right down the lane, passes off to Mike Milano, drives the basket, puts it in. Mike Milano. The sophomore with 5 points on the night now.
Very nice move by Mike.
70 to 62, 2:37 left in the game. Underneath, Kalagi misses the layup. Rebound, O'Neill got fouled by Jay Noel. He's out of the game. That's it for Jay. That's Jay Noel. He has got 5. If we've counted right, I think we have, I'm afraid.
Yes, I'm afraid we have.
That's it for Jay Noel. He's out with 20 points on the night.
Well, it's close to his average. He would have got it if he had stayed in there.
And now, Tahanto, if they're going to do it, I think they're going to have to do it with 3-point field goals, because 70 to 62, they're not going to have an easy time getting it underneath. Eric Hofstas, I would guess, is going to come in
They're
to
going to need
replace
somebody
Noel.
with height to him in there.
Jay Noel with a tenacious effort tonight. 20 points on the night. We had him for 14 rebounds.
No, they're bringing in.
4 block shots. So they are going to go try to win it with 3-point
They're
field
going in
goals.
with Ryan Finley.
Ryan coming in there.
They're going to have to box.
6-foot junior, Ryan Finley. He's number 13. Keep track of him coming in to replace Jay Noel. Dan O'Neill with 4 fouls on him. He gets the first free throw, and he has got some big free throws. He's 3 for 3 at the line here in this second half. Dan O'Neill. Second one is also good. He's 4 for 4. What a clutch performance by Dan O'Neill. 72-62. 10-point lead for Bromfield. With it is Fournier. Fournier being guarded by Noonan. Gets it back over to Sean Dunleavy. Sean with 25 points on the night. Fournier trying to drive on Noonan. Back to Dunleavy. Back to Fournier. Fournier wants to put up the three. Doesn't do it. Adam Brissett over to Mike Milano. Mike, jump shot. No good, but he got fouled. Oh, let's see. No, maybe the foul is going to go against Tahanto. Yeah.
I believe he was.
Yeah.
I think it's
2:07 to go. 10-point lead for Bromfield. The foul is on Ryan Finley, and they're in the bonus situation here. So 1-1 for Storley, who's played a fine game tonight. He's got 12 points on the night. And he's been tough under the boards.
Well, it's looking like they're sustaining the tide here. It's going to take quite a comeback at this point.
With J. Noel fouled out,
right.
It's good. If they're going to do it, it's going to have to be with 3-point field goals. They're not going to win it underneath. Tahanto cheerleaders trying to whip up enthusiasm here, even with Tahanto trailing by 10 and 2:07 left. This is not an insurmountable lead, but Tahanto is without their high scorer and their best player, J. Noel. He is fouled out. So he fouled out with 2:22 left in the game. And Ryan Finley, it was almost an admission by Peter MacLeod that you're not going to win on the board. You're going to get Finley, a smaller player, coming in. They'll try to win it with a 3-point shot. With a 10-point lead with 2:07, John, about the only thing they can do is go for the 3-pointers now.
Well, I think probably Bromfield will be aware of that. Probably be guarding that. I think, but we'll see. If they do go after them from the outside, maybe they'll get the easy bucket down under.
All right, let's look at the Tahanto lineup coming in now. Sean Dunleavy and Ryan Finley playing up front. Milano also up front. Brissett and Fournier in the backcourt. At the line is Sorley for Bromfield. He puts it up, and it is good. Oh, this free throw shooting by Bromfield has been something. They are 8 for 9 at the line here in the second half. There's the game, John. They're 8 for 9 at the line in the second half. Bromfield has won this game at the line. It was excellent free throw shooting. They missed that one. Tahanto, though, trailing by 11 with 2 minutes to go in the game. There's Dunleavy over to Fournier. Fournier with Sorley on him. He puts up the three. It's no good. And the rebound by Sorley. Sorley with it. Being double teamed. Full court pressure. That's all they can do. Even if they foul, what does it matter now with less than 2 minutes to go? Noonan to get it over the line to Petrossi. Nice pass by Dan Noonan. Petrossi stolen away by Sean Dunleavy. He drives to the basket. It's fouled by Kalagi. That's 2 on Chris Kalagi. 73-62, 11-point lead for Bromfield, but a 2-point, if he can get these two, it'll cut it to 9. Sean Dunleavy, 25 points on the night.
Are they going to be calling a one-on-one issue? Or is that an intentional? Should look like an intentional.
Two shots. You're right, John. It's a two-shot foul here for Dunleavy. First one up is good. Sean with 26 points on the night. And the lead down to 10. So there's still hope. 1:37 left in the game. 73-63. It's good. 9-point lead. Now watch the full court pressure. Kalagi with trouble, but he controls the dribble to Petrossi. He lays it. No, he walked. They'll disallow the basket.
Still a chance here.
Sean Dunleavy to Fournier. Fournier with the pressure from Kalagi. Oh, he almost fouled him. Over to Dunleavy for the three. It's in and out. Rebound, though. Grab. Mike Milano puts it in. Mike Milano with a clutch rebound. Double the trap pressure now and a foul on Dunleavy, I believe.
Not a bad foul.
Oh, you have to. Yeah, you have to. Dan O'Neill, though, he's been deadly at the line.
Has he?
Yep, 4
I think
for
they
4.
all have been, yeah.
But O'Neill in particular, because he's 4 for 4. In fact, he is 7 for 7 on the night from the line. Excellent free throw shooter, so that was the worst guy you could foul. It's Dan O'Neill, but how are they to know? You got to foul somebody.
Well, that's why you practice those free throws.
O'Neill's first shot. These are big free throws by O'Neill. It's in and out. Grab by Sean Dunleavy. Sean almost walked with it. 73-66, 7-point lead for Bromfield. Dunleavy with it. He puts up the three. Forced it up. Milano grabs the rebound again. Puts it up. No good. O'Neill partially blocked it. Dan O'Neill with a great defensive play. Here comes Kalagi with a layup. It's good. That was a big sequence there. They could have cut it to 5, but instead it's back up to 9. So a 4-point swing there. Good defense, Dan O'Neill. 3-pointer by Brissett. No good. Rebound
Brissett was
O'Neill.
looking to get back. He had just turned around. The ball was right behind him.
Noonan has it knocked out of bounds by Sean Dunleavy. 40 seconds on the clock. And it's a 9-point lead. Bromfield 75-66 to Crosby. In play to O'Neill. O'Neill back up top to Sarley. Sarley back over to Noonan. Noonan to Petrossi. Petrossi tries to get it underneath, throws it away, and it'll be Tahanto ball. There's still hope with 31 seconds and a 9-point lead. They have to hit 3 threes here. That's the only way they can do it. Fournier with it. Fournier gets right by Noonan. The 3-point shot is no good. Rebound O'Neill. And Dan O'Neill gets fouled by Dunleavy, I believe.
Yeah, trying to tie him up.
Sean Dunleavy. And that's 2 on Sean.
That's all you can
3
do
on Sean. Yeah, you got to, with 24 seconds and a 9-point lead, and Dan O'Neill, just the guy you didn't want at the line, is at the line. He's only missed 1 free throw all night, 7 for 8.
Well, I would say at this point we'd probably say they played a good game.
A tremendous comeback by Tahanto.
Unless they have the 5-point shots.
Look at this, they got 4 guys back on defense. Dan O'Neill, he suddenly started missing free throws, but it's too late for Tahanto. If he had missed some of these earlier, Tahanto might have a chance. But O'Neill was deadly when he had to be. Misses that one too. Rebound grab by Fournier. Back over to Sean Dunleavy. Dunleavy on the right side with 3-point field goal. That's too long. Rebound hustling by Ryan Finley. Gets the rebound, gets fouled by O'Neill, and that's 5 fouls on Dan O'Neill.
I suppose that's only fitting, but he's at 14 seconds left. He's had a good game.
Not much you can do with 14 seconds. O'Neill fouls out, but he played a great game. Dan O'Neill
Had a terrific game.
What a game he had. 13 points, and he fouls out with 14 seconds left.
Pile of rebounds as well.
He was a tiger under the boards, and he might have been the difference in this game. At the line is Dunleavy, or rather Finley. Shot is no good by Ryan Finley. And the second shot is good by Ryan. A hustle by Ryan to get that rebound. Look at the pressure. Tahanto not giving up. Right to the end there, hustling. Look at the steal by Dunleavy. He puts it up and in. He gets fouled. Sean Dunleavy.
That was an awesome move.
75-69 with 9 seconds
They
left.
only had another minute left in this game. They could probably come back.
Sean
Especially
Dunleavy,
with the big man out of there.
29 points on the night for Sean Dunleavy.
Wow.
He can get 30 with this one.
Wow.
He gets the free throw.
Be a banner night for him to remember.
75-69, they scored 9 seconds left. Puts up his shot, and it is no good. The rebound grabbed by Milano. No, stolen away, and a foul on Fournier as he fouls Noonan. That's his second of the night, and there's only 7 seconds left. 75-69 as Tahanto just ran out of time here. In the end, they really carried this second half, but they had fallen too far behind the first half. Couldn't quite make up that difference.
Noel fouling up.
Jay Noel with 2:22 left fouled out. That had to be a... But I'll tell you, the guys that have been in there did a tremendous job. Shot by Noonan is no good. Noonan tonight is 3 for 6 at the line. He gets the second one. 76-69, 7-point lead. Ryan Finley with it. Puts up the 3. It's in and in. 76-72 will be the... No, there's still 3 seconds on the clock.
Wow.
76-72 as Ryan Finley nails a 3. There's
a timeout.
Slim hope. How can they do this now, John? With 4 points, they got to foul immediately.
3 seconds left.
There is such a thing as a 4-point play. If you're fouled, Making trying to make a 3-point field goal. So it's still, the hope is very slim, but we'll hang on to the thread here.
That's basically it. You're looking at probably at least 1 second going off the clock.
On the foul.
Right. And
then it's going to be a 1-and-1, so you hope Bromfield misses the foul. You grab the rebound, somehow get it up the court, and take a 3-point shot and hope the kid gets fouled.
I think if it's just an intentional foul, they'll give them 2 shots.
Yeah.
So if they miss them both, and somebody's down there, it's passed down to somebody. I mean, we're not asking for too much for miracles.
If there's any miracles.
And then somebody fouls him as he shoots it, right? Yeah. I don't know if that's going to happen.
76-72, 4-point lead for
I
Bromfield.
think what Bromfield will do is just have been told probably don't foul.
Don't let
them do whatever they want.
Tahanto
After the
steals,
field.
they could steal, of course, on the inbound play.
Well, that's
and
the
still
only
have
hope, I think.
1 second left.
I think that's their only hope, to steal the ball.
Oh yeah, let's see. Dunleavy's going to shade Storley there, or rather Finley. They get it in, and fouled immediately is Callaghy by Adam Brissett. So there's 2 seconds, and we were right. We said that would take 1 second, and it did. See,
well, we got that part right.
We're doing all right, John. We got this all planned out
right.
here.
Now let's see. Now they move. Now they missed both of these shots.
Well, that might be hoping for too much.
And then you got to have a 3-point shooter down the other end.
And they do. Oh, Adam Brissett is there. He's in position. 4 defenders between him and the basket, but he just has to put up a 3-point shot. Callaghy's shot is good. That could nail it.
That nailed it.
That nailed it right there. There's no way now. Even miracles can't happen now. But this has been a tremendous effort by Tahanto to come back.
It has.
77-72. Second shot is good too. 78-72. 6-point lead. Ryan Finley with a 3. It's short. And Bromfield wins it 78-72. A tremendous, tremendous game.
Good effort by both teams.
And the teams will shake hands now. A tough loss for Tahanto, and both games were similar. They lost 68-60 before in Harvard, and they lose 78-72 here in Boylston.
Bringing their record to 6-5 at this point, right?
Tahanto will go to 6-5 overall, 3-2 in the league. They'll be in second place now, and Bromfield goes to 8-2 overall, 5-0 in the league. Very impressive performance here by Bromfield, especially Dan O'Neill. Well, I think Dan O'Neill was the difference in this game, John, with those 4 consecutive free throws in that second half and all in pressure situations. He had 13 points on the night, and he did a great job underneath. We haven't heard too much about Dan O'Neill, but we know about him now.
Right. The outside shooting early on in the game certainly got him in a position to hang on for the lead for the rest of the game. It's a nice outside shooting.
We're just adding up the score here, and O'Neill had 13 points on the night. Jim Petrossi, who I also thought played very well at guard, got 17. And Matt Storley, I thought, was a big factor in the game, too. He had 13 on the night. 6 points for Dan Vitek of Bromfield. So Chris Callaghy had 15, Dan Noonan 14, Dan O'Neill 13, Jim Petrossi had 17, and Matt Storley had 13, and Dan Vitek with 6 for the Bromfield. Let's look at the Tahanto side of things now. 4 points for the freshman Chris Fournier. Sean Dunleavy, I want to add this up right now, had 20, 22, 25, 27, 29 points for Sean Dunleavy. He was a force. No question about that.
The one who kept them in the game.
Jay Noel with 23 for Jay Noel. So he had a big night before fouling out with 2:22 left. Adam Brissett with 4, but good hustle by Adam in that second half, especially, I thought. Eric, here's the story. A quote from Coach Peter MacLeod that when the centers for Tahanto do not score at least 10 points, Tahanto will lose. Well, the centers tonight had nothing. Neither Mark Larson or Eric Hofstas had a point. So, in other words, for Tahanto to win, those centers are going to have to contribute something. They contributed nothing tonight. Good defense by Bromfield might have had something to do with that. Ryan Finley, I thought, played very well in that second half, and he didn't give up until that buzzer sounded. 6 points for Ryan. Mike Milano, this is a kid that's only going to get better. He's a sophomore, ended up with 7 points tonight.
Good hustle by Mike.
Mike Milano, give him a star for his performance tonight. Those 3 offensive rebounds in the last 2 minutes for Mike, and that's when Jay Noel had fouled out of the game. So the 6-foot sophomore, Mike Milano, taking up the slack when the senior Jay Noel had fouled out. I thought that was a great performance by Mike Milano tonight. And I also thought, who's the guy I'm looking for here? Ryan Finley played very well. Those 2 guys came off the bench to do a great job. And Jay Noel had a great second half. He might have been held in check in the first half, but and Sean Dunleavy had a career game, I think, of 29 points and 5 3-point field goals. We have Sean Dunleavy.
He had an unbelievable night.
What a night by
Nice if he
Sean.
could do that every night. We'd be moving right along.
A great effort by the
Looking ahead,
Tahanto boys tonight.
Tahanto's going to have to play about at least 500 ball in order to get into the tournament. And
Who have they got left on the schedule?
well, in the schedule, they got Maynard, Littleton, West Boylston, and South Lancaster. I don't know how.
There could be a air. I think they played
in
because
air.
of the
That's
snow
right.
out.
Though the makeup game. So they won 3 out of those 5 games. I would say we're in there. And
Pretty much, they've got to
hopefully
finish
all
at
of them.
500. They're 6-5 now, 3-2 on the league. That's the boys, of course. We hope to also have another girls game on. 8-2 and 5-0 is the record for Bromfield. We want to thank our crew tonight. I'm Pete MacLeod. This is John Hersey, but we want to thank the guys that did all the work. They did most of the work, as a matter of fact. Tom Matriska up at our control center doing the producing of this game. And Dave Humphrey on camera. And William MacLeod on the other camera. He's a student here at Tahanto Middle School. So we want to thank our crew, and we want to thank you for watching tonight. And keep tuned. We'll be having more games of both the Tahanto boys and girls basketball team this season. So for John Hersey, this is Pete MacLeod. Have yourself a good evening. Our final score again was, unfortunately for us, Bromfield 78 and Tahanto 72.
Channel 11 WBAC.